If you've been on YouTube for any amount of time, I'm sure you've seen these super viral cooking videos. It's always just a pair of hands with peaceful music and the most clickbaity titles on earth. On my series, we'll see about that. I put these viral recipes to the test to find out if they're really worth the hype. Now let's go! Today's recipe is coming from the channel Appetite Like Recepti. Wow. With a nice bald man on the profile picture. I do appreciate seeing another bald man out in the world. I feel I have a special connection with them, much like when you are driving in like a Mazda, which is the car I drive. You see another Mazda, you let them in.
Don't let people in your car because they have the same car.
We're cooking their most popular recipe titled Best Chicken Breast Recipe. This recipe has won millions of hearts. Okay, and it's got that little crisscross pattern in the thumbnail, which I used to think was stupid. It's actually kind of cool because it holds all the sauce inside the chicken, which makes for extra saucy bites.
It's like a waffle of chicken.
I really like. So he's starting with that thing. Does look a little bit funny, but it works. What is that? Salt and... This guy's got a pepper salt grinder. He's bald, he's smart. When you go bald, you have to become smarter, better, stronger, faster. You have to make more money. You have to be more on it, just in every way.
Not smart enough to buy hair.
They put a little oil, right, and a little butter. Yeah, I like that combo. Golden brown. Golden braten.
Cook it till golden braten.
Golden braten. Little garlic coming down. Damn, man, this is some huge garlic cloves. A zweeble. Why don't we call onions zweebles?
Zweeble might be a kid's toy here.
It's like a weeble?
Does the kids in America play with onions?
He left the root in. He left the root in. Only thing I would have done is make a little V cut on that onion to take away that root. This is a way to kind of cheat if you want to dice an onion and you don't feel comfortable doing it the normal way, the culinary way.
Citron.
Citron. Just say juice of 1 lemon, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little tricky when you're saying like juice of 1 lemon in recipes, although I do it too. It's always better if it's like tablespoons or teaspoons, because 1 lemon might have 2 teaspoons of juice, one might have 3 tablespoons. It's always different. Okay, chicken broth or water. He's putting in cream and nutmeg and more salt. Ooh, the nutmeg aspect is a little bit of a spin. I think that's gonna make it kind of festive.
Unique.
I like nutmeg in cream sauces. I mean, that's pretty classic French stuff right there.
He's got an anime sword as a knife.
Yeah, it looks cool. Oh, I hope he pours that liquid on the bottom of that plate in the sauce. If he doesn't, he's out.
He didn't do it.
Do you see all that beautiful juice that came out of the chicken that was sitting on the bottom of the plate? Culinary gold. Really? He's not gonna put it in? I thought he was.
He might.
Bald man to bald man, I thought he would do it.
I thought you guys had a connection.
Well, no, I just thought like...
I thought you had a connection.
Seeing as how he is bald, he should have done that.
25 minutes after a long sear.
That's one thing we keep noticing when we're making these we'll see about that videos is people are just cooking
hell out of your
like
chicken.
So much. It's crazy. It was 25 minutes plus the chicken was already like pretty much done before it went in there.
Yeah. And then
he reduced the sauce too much. You see it was burning on the bottom of the pan.
Okay.
Yeah, like he just overdid that as all. But
no,
I'm sure this is good. But look at that sauce. Yeah. That is so thick. That's like thicker than mayonnaise.
It's not really a sauce at that point. It's a chutney.
So you do more work and take more time to make something that's less good. That's what we're always trying to avoid when we're cooking, right? Knowing when to stop is a big part of it. Knowing when to just like, okay, it's done. It looks all right. I don't know, but is it worth the 7 million views? We're gonna cook it and we'll see about that. Now, before we make this viral recipe, I'm sure you know that I spend a ton of time here in this kitchen cooking. And as much as I truly love to do so, there are just certain days where I really don't feel like making anything. And on those days, I am truly grateful for companies like Cook Unity, who is the sponsor of today's video. Cook Unity is the first chef-to-consumer platform delivering freshly prepared, pre-selected meals right to your door every single week. Enjoy an ever-changing menu of hundreds of dishes prepared by a diverse group of talented chefs from across the US. One of the most fun and exciting things about Cook Unity is scrolling through their vast library of dishes to choose. There are truly so many great choices, and it doesn't matter if you're a meat eater, you're a vegetarian, you're a vegan, or even gluten-free. They also make super flexible subscriptions so you can pause, skip weeks, or cancel at any time. And I've tried a whole bunch of different Cook Unity meals at this point, and I've been impressed with all of them. But I especially love this grilled steak with cheese enchilada made by Chef Maribel Rivero in Brooklyn, New York. The Thai yellow chicken curry was also really delicious and on par with a lot of Thai restaurants I've eaten at. I've honestly been really impressed with the flavors and the quality from Cook Unity, as well as the vast array of options they have available for you. And if you're someone who's really into ready-made meals, I think Cook Unity is doing it a cut above above. Go to cookunity.com/TDCC50 or click the link in the description and use my code TDCC50 to get 50% off your first order of Cook Unity meals to try them out for yourself. Thank you, Cook Unity, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the recipe. Let's start by doing that crisscross thing on the chicken breast. It's really easy to do. Just gonna slice through about halfway through the chicken breast. I'm not trying to go all the way through, but just something like this. Turn that sideways. And over here, I'll do it on a slight angle. Something like this is just good. Gives us that little textured cube effect on the chicken breast. Hit it with a little bit of salt. And Sergeant Gilbert reporting for duty, my little friend. We need to fix this mustache soon. Straight on with the pepper, and I'll do this seasoning on both sides. Cast iron pan, medium-high heat. Putting a little oil, some butter. I like this combo of oil and butter. Kind of raises that smoke point a little bit. In we go with the chicken. Give this a good sear. There we go. It's been about 4 minutes. Got a nice golden brown crust. Give it a flip. And then as per instruction, I think they said to do it another 3-4 minutes on this side, so I'll stick to that. There we go. Same deal on the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out and let them rest here while we build the sauce here. Now we're going in with more butter. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And so this was interesting because he adds the garlic next before the onions, which I would usually do that the other way around, seeing as how garlic burns faster, but we'll go ahead and try it out. I'm just gonna get this lightly golden brown. Looks like his was pretty dark in the video, but just give this a minute. Okay, that's lightly golden brown. I'm gonna add my onions. He used red. I don't have red, so I'm just using yellow onions, it's fine. Seems a little crazy to me to do that garlic first because it already looks too dark and the onions have just gone in. If you were gonna recreate this recipe, I would definitely do it the other way around. Kind of standard culinary procedure. Now, just out of curiosity, I wanna tempt the chicken before it goes back into the sauce so we can see where it's at. Yeah, 145 on this guy. So that's literally, 2 minutes in a sauce. That's absolutely done, right? And it's gonna keep cooking even after it's sitting in that sauce, especially if you leave it in the pan. It goes to show that, don't cook it for 25 minutes. Just don't do that. Onions have been going for about 8 minutes. I'm gonna add the lemon juice now. Just 1 whole lemon, and it goes. Quite a lot of lemon juice. Next, I'm going in with the chicken broth, about a cup. Now, if it were up to me, I would reduce this chicken stock way down before adding the cream. I don't think they gave any instructions on that, so I just let it go for a minute, and I'm gonna add the cream, which a cup of cream, that's a lot of cream, even for me. Marcus and I were just talking about this, and if you ask me, and Marcus agrees, just having reduced stock, like real stock made from real bones, cut with butter at the end, little bit of acidity, whether it be from lemon or white wine, is really good, and I think better than actual just cream. Next, we're going in with the nutmeg, half a teaspoon, and another big pinch of salt. Let's stir that in. Now he adds parsley next. I actually don't have parsley, and you know what? I'm just gonna not put it in. Sorry, that's what's happening. Now here's the thing. You see all that juice on the plate? That's all gold, right? You gotta put that back into the sauce. It's a shame to get rid of it. Now at this point, they baste it a little bit like this. I don't know if this is technically basting. We're just kind of saucing it up. And then he puts a lid on it and cooks it for 25 minutes. Just insane. That's where that recipe really just went off track because it's just so unnecessary. I'm gonna just cook this, no lid on there. I'm just gonna let this sauce reduce as I spoon it over for maybe, 3-4 minutes until it's thick to my liking, and then it's completely done, right? Maybe let it rest for a minute in the sauce and just serve it straight away. There we go, my friends. This chicken's been going for about 4 minutes in the sauce. I like how this sauce is thick. I wouldn't want it any thicker than this, definitely not. Too thick and it gets sickly, makes you sick. It's hard to digest. Let it be known, thick sauces are kind of gross. Kill the heat now. Let this sit for another 2 minutes to rest in the pan and we'll give it a taste. All right, Marcus, here we go. Let's sauce it up. Another creamy garlic chicken recipe. Innovative. Now we'll see. I mean, these kind of recipes like people love. We all grow up eating this kind of stuff. Too much lemon for me.
It's got a weird, why does that taste unusual?
Yeah, it does taste unusual. I don't know what that is. There's like a...
Tastes like a swimming pool.
It's like a shrimpy. It's like a shrimpy kind of bleachy taste to this.
I mean, I'm gonna keep eating it. Was that our fault or their fault?
Yeah, I don't know if we got some weird ingredient. There's just a strange flavor going on here. I will say, definitely too much lemon. Like half a lemon or less would have been fine. Just enough to cut through that cream. It's sort of just, I don't know, it throws it in a direction that I don't really like. It's not balanced. Besides that, I don't even like, I'm not getting the nutmeg that much, honestly.
Taste the nutmeg, I don't think it does anything but make it have nutmeg in it.
Yeah, I feel like it would be better without without nutmeg.
Just do like an Italian creamy garlic. There's better recipes for whatever this was supposed to be.
Put thyme, put red pepper, you know, whatever you want to try, another spice.
Yeah.
What about
I don't know
nutmeg, yeah.
They did something different. I don't think it makes it better. I actually would just not do it.
You know, use a little bit of lemon, a little bit of white wine.
I thought this was gonna be the best.
If you have some really good chicken stock made from real bones, reduce that down, cut it with a little butter, season it up, make sure it tastes good. You know what I mean?
Off camera, we're gonna be a little more concerned with the chicken we just ate, because it's making it taste like swimming.
Okay, let's just imagine that there's nothing off of the chicken.
We tasted the sauce. It's not the sauce tastes good.
I would give this like, okay, if the chicken was fine, I don't know. You know, it's not our favorite, obviously. It's not terrible. Like, I don't know, maybe like a 6.5 or something like that.
I was gonna say 7-1. I mean, the sauce is good. It's just, I don't like when you, like if you do this, you could make another chicken recipe that's just better with like very similar ingredients.
That's it. You know, that's how it goes. That's how the series goes. We call it.
Was it worth $7 million? No, it wasn't.
I don't think so.
No.
You'll be happy with it. You're not gonna be like, you're not gonna go, you know, make it for your grandma on her birthday or something. She doesn't have a lot of birthdays left. Give her something nice, you know?
Make our other chicken with this same grid pattern.
And I'll put a link to that video right as I do the outro here because that one is moi.
Peace.
Thanks for hanging out with me today, my friend. If you're after some super tasty recipes, check out my Master in the Making ebook. It's linked down in the description and it has 55 of my top and personal favorite recipes. And if you want to keep this series going today, here's a playlist of all the ones I've done so far. And here's another recipe of my own, this chicken tikka masala, which I personally really love. Thanks for watching, and until next time, you know I love you and I'm out.